In a world full of rush, pause for a drink. Pure, clear, and fresh. Let your mind think. In every sip of 1 and 8 alkaline, you'll find a taste so pure, refreshes the mind. With a 9.5 pH, it's balanced just right. Electrolytes to keep you bright. Potassium fuels you every day, keeps you glowing in every way. Drink water and mind your business until it's time to stand on it. 1 and 8 alkaline, the water that keeps you glowing. Let's go.
What it is, what it do is Pastor Ben back with another episode of Wednesday Wisdom. We're live from the Resource Center podcast. We got a great evening planned for you. Trying to let everybody come in. You just saw the commercial for 1 in a million alkaline water. Let me see. I try to walk the talk and walk it. And there's some good water. Changed my life. So we got a big show trying to get everybody in. Look like everybody moving in the building. We getting set. I'm gonna make sure my Facebook people get on it. Peace to everybody on Instagram. Come on in the room. Everybody on YouTube. Peace. Peace and love. Glad you with us. All right, I see my crew coming in the back. We're gonna get started. Give me like 2 shakes of a lamb's tail, and then we're gonna get it going. So come on in, share, like, subscribe, do whatever, share it out, get it out. We got a powerful show with some powerful brothers this evening. So let me do this. And we're going to make sure we're getting it in. We're getting it in. All right. So I hope everybody's having a good week. We had hump day. Come on in. It looks like people coming in on Instagram. Oh, where they at? There they go. Come on in. Come on in. It's going out. Oh no, don't want to do that. Give Brother Mackie McKee one more moment, trying to get him right with his link. So we gonna do this. All right. We live. Let me make sure I get Brother Mackie this link again real quick. But come on in the room. Come on in the room, as Grandmama used to sing. Come on in the room. All right. All right. So hopefully Brother Mackie McKee can get in here. But shout out to everybody on Instagram, on IG. Let me be cool. IG. You know, I'm a little old. IG, everybody on YouTube. What's going on? So like we said, Wednesday Wisdom is the time when we come together And sometimes we share some things, some thoughts on something that's going on, or maybe give a perspective on something that may benefit you, uplift you. But the last couple of times we've been kind of focusing on the entrepreneurship edition, every way and every form. So we've been trying to bring some powerful people on just to discuss their journey, their path, what they're doing. And as the name indicates, being a resource center, we want to lift up what people are doing so you will have access or know what they're doing so you can add another resource to your tool belt. So without further ado, looks like Brother Mackey is coming in. So first, let me bring on my co-host for the evening, Brother Mackey, Mac McKee. Let me get him in here. What's up, Brother Mackey? Can you hear me? You good? You're muted. I can't hear you, brother. All right. Don't worry. We're gonna get you right. But first, let me bring on, as I held up, you see I'm holding up to make sure the camera, my light is bright. That 1 in a million alkaline water. We got none other than the CEO of 1 in a million water, who is also a international. Now, I ain't say just national. I said international hip hop artist and an award-winning poet, who is the CEO, founder of 1 in a million alkaline water. And that is none other than Million, the poet Mayfield. What's going on, my brother?
How you feeling? Check 1, 2. We in here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, baby.
I'm trying to see me. I can see y'all. Can't see me. Hold on.
Uh-oh. We see you good, though.
All right. As long as you can see me good, I'm going to take your word for it. How y'all feeling?
Feeling good, brother. Appreciate you coming through. And we going to get into 1 minute, but I got to bring this other brother on, who's also joining us, who is partnered with you.
Yes, sir.
With 1 in a million alkaline water and doing big things, but is also the founder, the president, and CEO of the nonprofit KinderCare in Anejo, which is in Togo. None other than my man, my ace, Mr. A. Zachary Shepherd.
Hey.
What's going on?
Good evening. Good evening.
We gonna keep it professional. I ain't gonna call you by your nickname that we grew up with. I ain't gonna do that unless you give me permission. You know.
Hey, I'm Uncle Boo. I'm Uncle Boo. That's one of my favorite titles. Daddy is my first.
Oh, you are. So we can. So if I slip up and be like, "Boo, talk to me," we good. All right. So look, I appreciate you brothers taking this time out, man. Like you say, the name of the show is Live from the Resource Center. It was something we were inspired to do back in 2016, and we kind of revamping it, making it to the video. But you know, once again, it's trying to help people. I hear something. Okay, but you know, our goal is to help whatever people are doing is in their community, business-wise, whatever. We help here to try to help spread the word and also expose people to these things that may not be aware of it, and also, you know, maybe discuss some things that's going to benefit and uplift them. So, with that being said, once again, want to say welcome. So we're gonna jump right into it.
Let's go.
And brother Million, let's start with you.
Man. Right, first, we gotta start with a toast.
Oh yeah. Oh, sorry. I gotta get Mackey's award. Cheers. There you go. Toast it up.
Cheers. Let's go.
Now look, Boo brought that water, man. Had look, the kids and the people out there were like, this water different. It's good. They been asked. I said, you gotta come on. We gotta get your case. I'm gonna get them right.
Definitely.
That's right. It's good. My kids tear it up, and I ain't gonna lie. We run through a case in about a week, and I had to buy some other water to throw them off so I can get mine. So,
I appreciate it, man. That's the blessing.
But anyway, let's jump right into it. So I want to get a little background, and just want to see, you know, your background and what brought you to this point, because you wearing many hats, brother. Poet, hip hop artist, CEO. So talk to me.
I mean, you just said it. That's all the flow to me. You know, it started with my gift of word, and then the things that I started to talk about as I educated myself through life, through the ups, through the downs, the goods, the bads, even through my athletic career, which kind of brings this all the way back circle, is everything from mental health to physical wellness. So you spoke about it, man. It started with a book, became a bestseller. It started with my poetry. I was rapping to my heartbeat. And then I met a broski by the name of Victory, RIP to him right now. It was my first producer. And he kind of told me like, hey, Million, I don't think you just limited to just your poetry. I think that if we put an album together, that we could do some special things. I think you could be the one from Delaware that can make it anywhere. And I ain't believe him at first. I'm not gonna lie. Not because I didn't have the talent, but I didn't want to go through the politics of it. I kind of had some early doses of the industry that I didn't like. But I told him as long as we maintain the integrity of the product, we can do it. So that's how the CEO part came. I didn't just want to be an artist. I wanted to own the label. I wanted to own trademarks. I just wanted to make sure that they didn't own me. So I wanted to use this music and this gift of word until I couldn't do it no more. And now we here, fast forward. That album became allowed me to start touring nationally, and now we over 30 countries. You know?
Yeah.
So that's the long story short.
Yeah. No doubt. I feel you. And I enjoy it. I was listening to the music. I like that Joe DC. I like that Joe DC right there. But we'll get into that later. But no doubt. No, appreciate you. Because like I've been having conversations with people, man, and just, you know, with everything that's going on in our country and what's trying to be eliminated and erased or controlled, like the arts are the y'all becoming the true griots again, that's going to hold the culture and share the stories and histories and the new history that's being made. So there's power in that. So I understand that. Yeah. So we gonna let me shift it to A. Zachary Shepard real quick. So give us a little background of your story coming forth to what brought you to this. You know, I don't like to say nonprofit to get that negative. I like to say for purpose organization. So how did you come to this for purpose organization that you started, my brother?
So like my man Bob Ross says, it was a happy accident, basically.
Okay.
So I've been following a Million story for a little while, and I said, let me support. And I ordered some water, and I didn't get my water in when I thought I was supposed to get it. And I was like, so I said, hey, let me reach out, and I got to find out what's going on with water. But the mistake was on me because it was a pre-order. I didn't read that it was a pre-order. So we got to talking, and he explained what was going on, and he mentioned one of my favorite actors, Denzel, in the movie American Gangster. He was talking about he's trying to get his Frank Lucas on. He's trying to do all these things. He was just talking and talking. And I was like, I went back and prayed on it. And I said, I've been blessed a little. I said, let me see what I can do. So we made a little connection, and then from there, I started seeing ways that I could help. And so to go fast forward, me with the nonprofit comes from my service in the military. So I was in the Army for 17 years, and I've been all over the world. And some of my travels, I went to Germany for a little while, and I met this lady by the name of Yvette Faisal, and she would take some of my things that I didn't use anymore, and she would take them to Africa. And I didn't know what she was doing, but she would say, if you got anything, just give it to me, and I'll get it to Togo. And so this was, I say, in 2007. So fast forward to like 2 years ago, I had some things that I needed to donate, and I said, where am I going to donate this stuff? So I said, I wonder if she's still taking things. So I made a call, and I said, you know what? I believe that if African Americans know about what she has going on, that they would support her, you know, because she's never been to America, man. She's never, like, she's got a few American friends, but she's never been over here. So I created basically the same thing that she has in Germany. I created it in America so that we can link and get things to these children in a NAO. And that's how we got started.
No doubt, no doubt, no doubt. Powerful, powerful. So as we go, I'm gonna toss it to McKee, but I'm gonna pop in the chat the website or websites, the 1 in a Million store,
Yeah, 1 in 8 store,
1 in 8 store,
and then
so that's in the chat. If you my people, go to the website,
get you a shirt,
to get more information.
Do a hat, get you some water.
That's right. Everything.
A little bit of everything.
They get it all. So I'm gonna pass it to McKee, so you can jump in here, McKee. Go ahead, Mac. If you get, we might have lost. Hold on. There you go, brother Mac. Can you hear? Can you hear? Must be something going on with the.
He must have drunk too much water.
Yeah,
that thing can make you speechless. You hear me?
Yeah. So let me ask you this,
Right.
A Million. So we talked about coming forward, and I mean you mentioned athlete.
Yeah.
What sport you play?
Basketball.
Okay. You play in school?
Yeah, I played at went to Caesar Rodney High School, University of Pittsburgh, and then it was a year for overseas. Had my daughter, came back and started my movement. Now she's getting ready to go to Baylor as a top athlete. So that's how I document my career, because my dream grew with my daughter. So when you asked me the story, I kind of started after the basketball, but it brings me full circle because I was always, an athlete, and I still work and train every day. I still think like one. So even when I'm getting ready for an album, I'm in the gym every day. You know what I mean? So that's kind of what brought me.
I've been following. I see you.
Yeah, just a little.
I see you working out. I played ball too. I played at the Benedict College in Columbia, South Carolina.
Okay.
My career was a flop. But anyway, but let me ask this, brother A Million. Why alkaline water?
It's the best.
Okay.
For me, it was alkaline over spring, over, I'm not going to have a water war, so to speak, but for me, it affected me personally. We had a lot of family that suffered from cancer. As an artist, I caught wind of Nipsey, and he will put me on to people like Dr. Sebi.
Yeah.
And when I studied the journey and how to make your body, it's made of 85% water.
Yeah.
So it's really our temple. They say money make the world go round, but really water makes the world go round.
Yeah.
And it was something that it also co-aligned with, I always wanted a product that represented the pure integrity of my brain. So it all aligned literally when it came to something that I studied, and there's something I made a part of my everyday lifestyle. I really do drink water to mind my business. That's it. By all my businesses.
Yeah.
And for me, it literally aligned when I got into understanding the health benefits. And then, of course, when you taste it, you already know it tastes the best. Now that hopefully they'll notice watching. But that's kind of how it aligned for me. Started with a lifestyle. It started with me understanding my family, what's going on in the community, and now we here.
No doubt. Well, let me ask this, and I hope we can get Mac, because I don't want to be stealing all his questions. But so in that, where you beautifully said that how it all aligns, and I know the connection with your artistry, right? You said you branded everything. Is there ever a time where those things kind of bump, or you pull one way more than another, or have you found like that perfect blend? Like,
I have now. I'm not gonna lie. Originally, I felt like I was a jack of all trades and a master of none when I first started it, because I knew everything I wanted to do, but I knew I couldn't do it all at the same time.
yeah,
So now it kind of aligned because I let it evolve. I didn't move from being a poet to an author until I had that wave. You know what I
yeah,
mean? I didn't move from being an author to an artist until I had a bestseller.
okay,
You know what I mean? I didn't even want to have a product that I could sell you if you didn't see me drinking this a year before I even put it out.
okay,
Every day working out. So I always stamped everything that I did. And yeah, I think it definitely helped. As a matter of fact, I'm in my radio studio. This book right here is called One Thing. It's actually helped me with understanding that, like, okay, this is my gift of word and how I package it.
mm,
How you receive it is how you want to. Some people might want books. Some people might want merchandise. Some people might want a product like the water. It all flows, even if you don't like my words.
yeah, yeah.
So now that's kind of how I make sense of it.
No doubt, no doubt, no doubt. So let me come to A Zachary, aka Uncle Boo. How is action with Anejo and the vision, and kind of lay out what it looks like now and even to the future, like,
So right now
and how you
we
believe
are taking.
together.
So right now, a million and One in the Alkaline have pledged to donate a portion of their proceeds to Kindergarten Anejo. So we've created the apparatus to where people can donate, and we send the funds directly to Frau Fetsawa, who I mentioned earlier, and the funds go directly to the Providence Orphanage in Anejo. There's the Academy of Swallows is a sports complex, and there's a small boarding school, but it's an orphanage for young ladies that that benefit from the donations. So we just got back from our maiden voyage early in, what was it, 1 May we went, a million. We went over there. We
Yeah.
boots on the ground. We got to see the conditions. We got to see the touch the babies, hold the babies, kiss the babies, and we could see
Come on.
like the need is great, not only here in our own communities, but the need still is great globally. And this is my way of showing my love. My love language is service, and I love my people, and this is how I show my love.
Come on.
I serve with my children. I coach my son's basketball team. I serve the country, and now I'm helping serve my motherland.
I feel you.
Cheers to that.
That's right. That's right.
And teamwork definitely has been making this dream work.
And as we say here, the resource center, like connection, service, that's the new currency, right?
Yeah.
So this for both of y'all. Let me draw it all together then, because y'all spoke about connecting with those on the continent. Because sometimes people compartmentalize. They say that's over there and that's over there. Like, how do you see like how we are all connected to what goes on in these spaces, or how they might indirectly impact us? Or as we often discuss too, just like with what's going on right here in our country, like, do you see the value in building connections over on the continent?
I know me personally, that's easy. I started in my backyard.
Yeah.
Before you said international, it was 49 states.
Yeah.
And before 49 states, it was every inch of my own community.
Yeah.
And it's something that I never stopped. It was even as long as the music started, before I would even go to a show, I would go to a prison or a school. After the show, I went to the heart of the community, wherever the food was at, wherever the real. So it's something I had been doing with One in a Tour for a while.
Okay.
And when I met Andrew, to see how he served his country, to see how he was also like, we fathers first. Let me
Yeah.
just put that out
Yeah.
before artist, before author, poet. I'm a father first, proudly. And when I got to see, you know, Andrew and how he was with his, I mean, he was definitely a blessing that I had prayed for, because I've been doing this by myself for a long time, and I wasn't doing it intentionally by myself. I was just outgrowing a lot of relationships, partnerships, and you know, teammates, and then to find somebody who, like we said originally, was aligned with the moral ethics of what was going on, the integrity, the branding. It was a no-brainer for me. But like you said, it started in my own community.
Okay.
Like, it's something I've been doing for hundreds of prisons, schools,
Yeah.
workshops, scholarships. I had scholarship and I had to leave school early,
Yeah.
but we still getting them in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's just a testament to hard work and dedication.
No doubt. Hey, Zachary, talk to me, Uncle Boo.
Yes, sir. Give me the question one more time.
Well, just how do you see the value in the connection of being connected over on the continent, and how those things, how we are connected to those things, even beyond our immediate community, or
So
you know, the value.
The value in the connection is that we've never been disconnected, in my opinion. It's
Okay.
When we were in Anejo, we got a chance to see where they would sneak the enslaved Africans into a house, and they would have to crouch down and climb underneath, and then they would march these people miles and make them walk around a well 7 times and say, okay, you've been released from your African heritage, and now you go and be free, only to be enslaved.
Yeah.
So that connection for me has never gone. I know that I'm a descendant of someone that was enslaved in this country. However, I do believe that we are in the greatest country in the world. And as long as we continue to make it a better place, the value will always be there. I mean, it can be perfect, but it's not going to be perfect tomorrow. It might not be perfect for another couple of generations. But as long as we continue to work, as long as I teach my children that we still got to work, the value, the connection will still be there. And I don't want to get too
yeah.
I don't want to say nothing too crazy, but I don't want to say nothing too crazy.
It felt like,
but we will.
It felt like we had been there before. Like, seriously, I've been to a lot of countries, and as soon as we walked off that plane, it was 100 degrees, but it was a peace that resonated. When we walked in there, the babies just smiled at us like it. I can't explain it. What they try to teach us is not what it is, and that was a connection for me. It felt just like home, literally. You know, so we get to now bring that to you and to everybody else. I was tired of seeing everybody holding these cameras with these flies on the kid's head, talking about donate. Like, you can't even smack the fly off. Like, no, now you get to see us really out there and know where the money is going. Because how many times do we see you don't know who behind half these water companies or any company at that matter.
Yeah, anybody.
You know what I mean? So you get to now connect
anybody
that with
that's saying they got aid that's going to the continent, you don't know where it's going. But now there's a black owned or a black founded nonprofit that is supporting the motherland. I mean, it's a small country. Many people may not know who Togo, but Togo's right next to Ghana. A lot of people in Ghana. There's a lot of people in Ghana. I think it's an American town in Ghana. I might want to check it out.
It is. But a lot of people repatriated, and then But well, let me say this, and in the chat, you got both websites. You got the oneinastore.com, kindercareandaneho.org. Please reach out to these brothers. You can catch them.
Yeah, they got any questions in the
Yeah,
chat. We'll
let's
answer them
leave some
too.
questions in the chat. So let me go hit Mac. Okay, are you good? Can you hear me?
Can't hear you, brother.
We can't hear you. Okay, he having technical difficulty. All right. So let me say this, winding down. I wanna go to you, Amelia, first as an artist, right? We've seen so much happening with, like, this is off the script, but I always wonder this from an artist perspective.
It's all good.
As an artist, with the rise of AI and stuff, what does that look like? Because some people fear it, some people anticipate it, some people, and I know it can be advantageous as a business owner, as an artist. I mean, people, and now I'm not taking no side, but I thought it was clever when Drake used it when it's back and forth with Kendrick. But I ain't gonna get into that. But anyway, I thought it was clever. But as an artist, how do you see AI and everything now and utilizing it to further grow your conglomerate, we gonna say?
I'm not gonna lie. At first, I was confused. At first, I didn't like it only because I was thinking from the perspective of, if they could take my voice and use it, now they can take my job. But then when I thought from the mind of a CEO and how to work smarter instead of harder, then I embrace it. But I do that with everything. You know, if I fear something, I like to get a little closer. Like, hold on, let me see what's going on here. I'm not really the type to run that way. With fear, I go this way. So now it's something that I embrace, and I think the more people embrace it, I think the less fear to be there.
Yeah. All right. Now you know you debunking an age-old myth that when sight of trouble, black folk run. Now you debunking that right now. So we are overcoming it.
Hey, listen.
We are overcoming it. Y'all hear that? But yeah, you gotta take it head on.
You still got some wolves.
Real talk. I can only speak personally. It's always been something on the other side of fear that allow greatness to appear.
Ooh, I like that. I like that. So let me ask this, Boo, like with when both of y'all have viewed the conditions over there, where is the, like, technology? Like, what are some of the struggles with that? Just staying on that technology, like, what are some of the struggles or obstacles with that have to be addressed over there?
So you got daily power outages. You don't know when the power going. This is just for where I was in a NATO. I can't speak for the entire continent, but where we were, it really is underdeveloped. But I mean, you have paved roads, you got street lights, and you got air conditioning where we were staying. You got a big supermarket, look like Walmart. But then as you walk to the market, you got children on the side of the street selling small trinkets. They're burning their trash. You got the power line. It was like a long stick that's holding up the power line. So any stiff breeze or anything will knock it out. So the technology wise is they need to build. It's still building, and they're building their finances, their financial way of doing business over there. So it's coming. Like we have great entrepreneurs from the continent that are brilliant, that are doing things that I'm in awe of some of the people from African descent that are out here in the business world that are flexing, and they take no shorts from nobody. They don't care. They strictly about business. And if you're about business, the money gonna talk, and everything else is gonna walk.
Yeah.
But they do have some shortcomings as technology goes. But I believe they're gonna get there. We
Okay.
gonna get
that was a political answer right there.
Yeah.
That was a smoke. Hey, listen, I'm gonna give you that. I'm gonna keep it a million with you. We
Yeah.
saw the best. We were blessed to see the best and worst part at the same
Okay.
time. You
Okay.
know what I mean? Like I come from Southeast Washington D.C. All right,
Okay.
what we call hood is still a vacation to some of them kids that I saw.
Mm,
And it gave
mm,
me a whole new appreciation for my humble beginnings. It gave me an
mm.
appreciation for their work ethic, and it gave me appreciation for their joy. Cause think of it, that's the crazy thing. Even though we saw no Instagram, sometimes the electricity was going out. You know what I mean? I couldn't even complain. These kids was playing with rocks and having more fun than we was having in with money and everything. So I got to see
Yeah.
the duality. And I know that's how
Mm,
it affected me personally. Cause I saw real poverty, but I saw
yeah.
real strength. I saw a mother with the child tied to her back and front and still get on the moped and get out there and hustle. This is right
Yeah.
before Mother's Day. So I almost shed a tear
Mm,
thinking about my mom and her
yeah.
being
Yeah.
a single mother and just raising a king. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like we got to see a lot.
No doubt.
Um and man, it changed my life. It changed my when there
Yeah.
was no DoorDash. I was out there and I caught a heat allergy. I broke out in hives and everything.
Yeah.
Didn't know what was going on. No DoorDash. I mean,
yeah.
Yeah.
it was real,
We had some
but it was
challenges.
still the
Definitely.
best experience of my life.
Okay. No doubt. And people need to hear that. And people need to
I had to
understand that.
tell
Yeah.
them.
Yeah. People need to hear that. So look, we winding time. We ain't gonna hold you. But one thing before I give y'all a little final shout out, and this is for both of y'all, because you talked about those tough beginnings and fighting through stuff. So I want to know each of you, what encouragement would you give somebody who may be in the midst of that struggle or ready to give up on their dream of being a artist, a CEO, or whatever?
You want to go first?
Okay, I go first.
Go ahead.
Anytime you have a dream, you got to do the work. If you're not willing to do the work to make the dream come true, then it
Yeah.
just is a dream.
Mm,
Sometimes what you might think you want is not what God has for you, and you
Mm.
might have to readjust and recalibrate and come back at it at a different way. Somebody might else You might have to ask someone else, what do you think? How can I make this better? And they can give you something that'll spark what's in you, and the light is still gonna shine. But don't let anyone ever dim your light. You
Yeah.
If we can do it, you can do it. And
mhm,
it ain't gonna be easy. It ain't gonna be overnight. It's not a lottery out here. You might have to go in the hole. You might have to ask people for money. You might have to go to the bank. You might have to get a grant. You might have to figure out how to get what you need to progress, but just keep taking steps every day to get to where you need to be.
no
That's
doubt.
real.
A
That's
million.
real. Man, I always said you got to be willing to go through the nightmares to make your dreams come true.
Mm, mm,
Um, it's something that's been attached to every dream that I lived. And for me to get to this point, I mean, I really understand the journey now. I really understand the destination. And it's kind of what we alluded to. I had never said that before, honestly, what I said before when it came to the fear.
mm-hmm,
What's on the other side of that fear? I think that's what's
mm-hmm.
important to understand with the journey.
Yeah.
That's where greatness appears. It's like as soon as you almost feel like giving up, that's the real test. That's when the real race starts. That's when the real game starts.
Mm,
Is that point where you
mm,
think it's over, when you think you want to give up. Because that's what's going to separate you from the other million. That's how you become one in a million. And we all have it inside of us. And once you find it, you
mm,
define it. But it's something you do the way you do, how you do, that can't nobody else do. You know, and I always call it that energy, that inner glow, as he said, that inner God. That's where I get my source of power from. You know,
The true energy. There you
the
go.
true energy.
True energy. There you go. So look, before we sign off, I want to make sure you get a final shout, and then a million. Tell us where people can get the music. I know I was on Spotify, but tell us where we can get the music, the poetry, the books. Hey Zachary, Uncle Boo. Tell us where we can follow you, locate everything. So who wants to go first? Give us a final send off and some final shouts.
I'll let a million send us off. So because he's the star. Like I rarely am in front of the camera. I'm a behind the scenes type of person. But I'm always gonna big up a million.
Well, I figured that you ain't send me no picture, nothing.
Nah, man.
it don't
Before
matter.
I do that, I want to give a big salute to Drew. I'm a teaser with this boo thing later, but I want to give a big salute because I literally was just watching. I was big salute to the Marathon brand, man, and Nipsey with the Marathon burger, extending it into Venice and and it was just amazing to see the way he talked about his brother Black Slam is the way I described Drew, totally selfless, don't need no light, don't need nothing. I mean, I think every Batman need a Robin. You know what I mean? So I just want to salute him, even when he is humble. I'm always let you know, man. Without him, this wouldn't be possible. And I just appreciate him, man.
Which one of us is Batman in this position?
I don't know. It don't matter. Sometimes we might switch it up. It depends on what building we walk in. I don't care as long as we walk out with what we got to walk out with. And that's the position I play because I was always the point guard that could score when I wanted to. But I love,
exactly.
I love dishing that rock off too.
Yeah, we work off of each other.
We work off. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
Salute to him first. Salute to you for having me, man. I'm definitely a new fan and supporter of the movement. And just other real brothers and real kings doing real things. If they want to follow me or follow 1NA, it's a million a poet on all social networks, Instagram, Twitter, all of that. All of them. A million the poet. If you want to follow anything 1NA, you got 1NA Foundation, 1NA Radio Show, 1NA Alkaline. We got the leaders coming, flavors coming, 1NA store. If you want some merch, you know, drink water, mind your business. It's all there. It's all one click away from 1NA. Just make sure you follow your dreams too, and we're gonna all meet.
No doubt. And once again, it's in the chat. The website, but please support. Go ahead, A.
I don't want to cut you off, but in Greensboro, there's a Juneteenth celebration that weekend. The weekend of Juneteenth, we're gonna 1NA Alkaline is a sponsor of that Juneteenth event, so we'll be out there.
At the Black Farmers Market.
I don't know if it's the Black Farmers Market one. I think there's so many things that's going on Juneteenth.
Which y'all gonna be on that Saturday?
Yes, in downtown Greensboro. Yes.
Okay, send me that. I'm gonna actually be out of town that weekend, but send me any flyers or information so I can.
I'll send you that. We'll be out there, and may get a cameo, or may get a pop up from the CEO himself. I'm not sure. He's a very busy.
Oh, he gonna pop in when I'm gone.
The water will be there. The water will be there. A little bit for sale. We'll be taking orders. We want to link with any food trucks, any spas, any local restaurants that want to sell the water. We're gonna have pre-order forms. We're gonna get this product out in Greensboro. We're gonna expand from there. We're in Aldi up north in Dover. We're gonna be in Aldi down here in Greensboro really soon. The landing page for 1NA Alkaline will be up and running soon. We're doing some final edits on that so people can get their orders in, so they can continue to drink water, mind their business, the water that keeps you glowing, and as always, quench your thirst and nourish the future.
No Yeah, no doubt. Cheers to that,
Let's glow.
my kings. And
Let's glow.
appreciate everything y'all doing and keep doing the work
Absolutely.
and building the community and building a connection. And that is the true currency right now, which leads to everything else. So y'all be blessed. I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna be in support. I'm gonna be hitting the store up. You know, I'm ordering my water. So I'm on the
got
list.
you. Yeah,
Let's glow.
got you.
And we're gonna be supporting. I'm gonna be
You want
downloading and
prescription, as you
streaming.
said. He said he got his prescription. He get it every 2
That's
weeks.
right. I got my
I
prescription.
drop it off.
I just
every
gotta
2
hide
weeks.
it from the children. They run through it. I gotta hide it. My oldest be trying to sneak about 2-3 bottles to take to school. I'll be like,
It's
no,
good.
my water
It's
gone.
good water.
So we love it. We love
Yeah.
it. So appreciate everything and just y'all keep doing your thing and be blessed. And I gotta get to Anejo with y'all one time. So we can do it.
All
right.
love. All right,
Well,
brother.
y'all be blessed. Look here. For all those that's on Instagram, I want to run the ad. That was a dope ad again. So I'm gonna run this ad. And then I'm gonna let y'all be blessed. But I want to thank everybody on IG, everybody on Facebook, everybody on YouTube. And we're gonna end it with the 1 in a million alkaline water commercial. Check it out. 1NAstore.com. We out. Peace. Peace.
Peace and love.
In a world full of rush, pause for a drink. Pure, clear, and fresh. Let your mind think. In every sip of 1NA alkaline you'll find a taste so pure, refreshes the mind. With a 9.5 pH, it's balanced just right. Electrolytes to keep you bright. Potassium fuels you every day, keeps you glowing in every way. Drink water and mind your business until it's time to stand on it. 1NA alkaline, the water that keeps you glowing. Let's glow.